I'm going to bring in Danny Danon now, the ambassador who you just heard speaking at the UN earlier. We'll hopefully get Greg Palkot up in just a moment. Ambassador, welcome to you.
Thank you for having me, Sandra.
You're making a lot of news all over the place here. What is your message on Israel in this moment where we are awaiting President Trump and this potential decision on how the United States will proceed within 2 weeks?
So I just came from the Security Council, and I heard the Iranian ambassador blaming Israel for everything. And I asked him, how can you blame us? Look what you did in the last 2 decades, threatening the US and Israel and sowing chaos worldwide. So we will continue with our efforts.
And what did he say?
Well, basically just blamed us, and he asked for support from the international community. He played victim. He said, you know, put your pressure on Israel, not on us. So that was hypocrisy of the UN.
Is it your sense that he's rallying support and military aid from China or Russia or any other of our adversaries?
He expects the international community to come to his support and to make sure that we stop all efforts. But we will not stop until we will know that we actually neutralize the threat. You know, we decided, because we got the intelligence, Sandra, that Iran is building the capabilities. It's not only a threat of the Ayatollahs who are threatening the US and Israel. They actually build the capabilities. What we are seeing now with the ballistic missiles flying into Israel, imagine they actually had the nuclear capability by now. We cannot take that chance. So we are determined to continue. And, you know, regarding diplomatic talks, you know, I think it's a game of the Iranian. They want to buy time again and again and again. If they want to neutralize their capabilities, they can come and say, we are giving those capabilities, we are allowing inspectors to go everywhere, and we don't need enriched uranium to be in Iran. But they're not doing that. They want to buy time, and I don't think the international community should allow it.
I asked General Jack Keane, four-star General Jack Keane, during the noon hour today on Fox News Channel, as the president had his security meeting this morning. He's obviously about to depart. We could hear from him shortly. What he believes are the options President Trump is weighing in this moment. And he answered with this. Listen.
This is a strategic opportunity for us to remove, not to remove, but to end Iran's domination of the region in their adverse behavior that has been going on for all of these years. We can come close right now to ending that. And maybe in the long run, the Iranians themselves internally will make a change themselves in terms of their direction.
I want to get your thoughts on that.
Well, the decision is a U.S. decision. President Trump should decide what's good for the U.S., and I know that he will take the right decision. But the threat of Iran, and I agree with the general, is not only a threat to Israel. You know, they're sending missiles to the Gulf countries. They're sending their proxies to Lebanon, to Syria. Even in Europe now, we see the fingerprints of Iran regarding terrorist activities. So it's a global threat. And I think the international community should praise Israel. You know, the Chancellor of Germany said it very nice, Sandra. He said, Israel is doing the dirty work for all of us. That's exactly what's happening now. We are fighting evil, but that evil is a threat not only for Israel, but for the entire world.
Ambassador, this is Brian Hook, the former U.S. Special Rep for Iran. He was on Fox and Friends earlier today and said this. Listen.
The president's doing an excellent job of kind of letting events come his way. And my experience with him is that he very much wants to avoid conflict and get to a point where you can have a deal with the Iranian regime that addresses its nuclear program, and they should come back to the negotiating table and accept the offer that the president has made to resolve this peacefully.
Reaction to that?
Well, the Iranians are master of deception. They have so much experience in lying to everybody, so many years. So maybe now, after the real pressure, they will change course, hopefully. But if they will come to play the game, I think we should not allow it. So anyway, today what Israel did in the last few days changed the equation. Iran knows that, you know, they cannot just talk. We are there. We are determined to neutralize the threat. And I think that the support that we will receive from other countries to putting more pressure on Iran, it's something that we can change what's happening on the ground.
I'll end where we started with you saying Israel will not stop until you remove Iran's nuclear capabilities. We've been showing our viewers this chart so people can understand when we talk about their ability to enrich uranium for nuclear weaponry and just how fast that can happen in a matter of days. You look at that and you hear the confidence coming from the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, and your ability to go at this alone. Is he right? Can you, or do you need the help of the United States and other?
Prime Minister Netanyahu demonstrated leadership. is leading this war effort. We are a small country, a tiny country, but we are brave. We have the technology. It will be longer for us to achieve all the goals, but we are capable of doing that. And we decided to do it. It was our decision, an independent decision of Israel, and we will leave it to the U.S. to decide what they want to do about that. But leaving Iran as it is, those missiles that are flying to Israel today can reach Europe. Give them 6 months, a year, Sandra, they can reach the eastern shore of the U.S. also.
Yeah, and we see the fear of the Israeli people when those alarms go off, the people there, the Israeli people running from the beaches. I'll finish with that. How is the morale of the Israeli people?
Well, I tell you, I call my mother every morning. She's 83 years old.
God bless her.
She told me that she wakes up to run to the shelter. But the people of Israel, they're willing to pay that price because they know we don't have any choice. For me, for her grandchildren, she understands she has to suffer. So the Israelis are suffering now, but they know it's the right thing to do.
You've had a big day. Thank you for stopping here.
Thank you very much.
Ambassador, thank you. All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.